Malcolm Rodriguez took the world by storm in 2022, being drafted in the 6th round and was making all the waves in training camp, man. Malcolm Rodriguez jerseys flying off the shelf, and he played a big part in that year one, 9-8, after starting 1-6 and just missing out on the playoffs. Year two, after we drafted Jack Campbell, Derek Barnes kind of had a resurgence, and of course, Alex Anzalone doing his thing. Malcolm kind of got a background role, back up, and was relegated to special teams. And the same thing applied this year. This year got a little bit more time to shine due to the injury with Derek Barnes, and has made the most of his time with the Detroit Lions, and even getting an interception on Brock Purdy in the NFC title game. And he was hurt in week 8 against the Tennessee Titans and was out the remainder of the game. Well, we found out today exactly why that was. Coming from Jordan Schultz, says Lions linebacker Malcolm Rodriguez avoided a high ankle sprain in Sunday's game versus the Titans. He aggravated an old ankle injury, but it's nothing severe. Rodrigo is likely to miss week 9, but should return for week 10. It's kind of a big deal because Malcolm has been playing a big part in that linebacker room ever since we lost Derek Barnes. So somebody else is going to have to step up, probably the person that came in and did what they did yesterday. Now, Rodriguez actually has played in surprise. Wait a second. I didn't even realize this. Nope, he missed one game his rookie season. I believe this was the year that his left arm got kind of scrunched in between two players. He missed one game in his rookie year. He missed no games in his sophomore year and has played all 7 thus far. Has 3 sacks on the season. Malcolm Rodriguez has a total of 26 tackles, but over half of them are solo, with 16 solo tackles and 10 assisted. Malcolm is the player still, after 2.5 years, that we would hope James Houston would be. The crazy part is Brad Holmes drafted in the 6th round, and it's always like these feel-good stories. These guys that you didn't think were going to amount to anything. Mekhi Wingo, and I think the only 3 draft picks in the 6th round, I believe, Mahogany might be in there. I can't remember where he was taken, but it's Wingo, it is James Houston, and Malcolm Rodriguez. And again, Malcolm Rodriguez got that wrestling background, and he is really, in my opinion, kind of outshined his 6th round pick status. And he's going to be missed. And one thing about Malcolm that I like, came in, starter sensation. Year 2, bump down, back up. He spent most of his time on special teams and just kind of quietly did his job in the background. And like I said, came out in the NFC Championship game and picked off Brock Purdy. So Malcolm, high ankle sprain, that would have been much more tough, especially seeing as how he re-aggravated an injury. High ankle sprains absolutely suck. We're talking about like 6 to 8 weeks. It's almost better to break your ankle, depending on the break, than to have a high ankle sprain. You could get in a cast for 4 to 6 weeks. You know, you've got the physical therapy and things like that. But for some reason, man, once that break heals, like, you're good, right? You're not going to re-aggravate a break. If you break a bone, you have to break a bone again. You're not going to, but those muscles and tissues and tendons, you can do that. So Malcolm will probably miss week 9, which is, we'll have somebody step up, and then hopefully he can be back in week 10 against the Texans, because we're going to need all hands on deck taking the Texans. Speaking of Texans, real quick, how crazy is this? I know that Stephon Diggs went out in week 8. I don't think he returned. I don't know what the injury is, but that would be crazy if Jamison Williams comes back, which he will, and Stephon Diggs is not there. They're already down Nico Collins and maybe down Stephon Diggs as well, depending on what the severity of whatever injury he got. Just something that popped in my head at the last minute. So Malcolm Rodriguez avoids a serious injury and looks like he's going to miss week 9. If he's only going to potentially miss one game, they're just playing it easy, taking caution. Kept him out of yesterday's game, finishing that, and is going to keep him out of week 9. We could really use him against the Green Bay Packers, but we'll see. So let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. Consider subscribing to the channel as well. We hit 24,000. By the time you're watching this video, that should say 24.1. We are on pace We have till next Tuesday to get to 25K by the trade deadline, 4 o'clock, the 5th of November. So consider subscribing. This channel is brought to you by viewers, subscribers, and members just like you. You could be anywhere else on YouTube, but you choose to rock with me. Take care of yourself and each other. And as always, go Lions.